classes are now running everywhere in the world. And then Ramarisa said that why not we conduct a program and share some ideas, some techniques through which we can enhance this online education and this learning the process. Though there are a lot of webinars are going on, we can see every day in the Facebook pages that there's a lot of organizations and the institutions are organizing the webinar regarding the online teaching. We can see that, and we have also plan to do something in this education field, and then that's why we Lions Club Swoyambhu Town and for your information, Dr. Ramhari Lamichhane is also the line of this Lions Club Swoyambhu Town is the very senior line in our club, and we are able to bring this program to all of you. Basically, we have targeted this program to Nepalese audience, but at the same time, there are a lot of participants from around the this SAPAS region. We have seen this, and we are very much happy for that, and definitely we hope that this session will be very beneficial. This program will be very beneficial to all of you. Before begin the program, we have some the procedures of Lions Club. So I'm going to follow that. First of all, I would like to request presidents of Lions Club Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town, Lion Kulnidhi Adhikari, to chair the session as a presiding officer. Kulnidhi sir, are you there?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shrawan, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, we have invited as our special guest our first Vice District Governor of Lions Club Kathmandu, Lions Club International District 325B1 Nepal, MGF Lion Biseswar Acharya, and he will be joining us in a few moments back. In a few moments time. He said that he is joining us. Maybe he will join us at the 5. And today's program's main attraction, the man, as I said, behind this program, the keynote speaker of this program, Director General of Colombo Planet Staff College for Technical Education, Dr. Ramhari Lamichhane. Dr. Ramhari, sir, are you there?
Yes.
I would like to welcome. And
good evening. Thank you, sir. I'm here.
Thank you, Ramhari, sir. We have invited as a guest in our program our charter president of Lions Club and the cluster chief of Lions Club International District 325B1 Nepal, Lion Rajaram Adhikari. Raju, sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. There are a lot of guests. There are a lot of participants who have joined in this program from different countries, and I would like to welcome them. It's been a really a privilege to us to have you all here, and I would also like to welcome all the Lions of Swoyambhu Town, the officers and of Swoyambhu Town, and all the participants, those who have joined in this program from Nepal. I would like to welcome all of you in this program. Now I would like to request our presiding officer of this program, Lion Kulnidhi Adhikari, to formally disclose this program, formally announce the starting of this program. Kulnidhi, sir. Hello.
Welcome all of you for this effective online teaching and learning management program. It's going on formal. Thank you.
Thank you, Kulnidhi, sir. Now I would like to hand over the microphone and the session to our today's program's facilitator, the past president of Lions Club Swoyambhu Town, Deputy Department Chief of Lions Club International District 325B1 Nepal, and principals of Principal of Rising Star School and College of Management, line RB Adhikariju, who is facilitating this program. He is the facilitator of this program, and I would like to ask him to further proceed this program. RB, sir, are you there?
Thank you. Thank you, Subhash Rai, sir. He's the Secretary of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town, and today's host, today's host of this program. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to moderate this program. Yeah, definitely. This is our very awaited time that we were waiting from several days before. Yeah, I'm very happy to see all of you here. Presiding officer of this program, Line Kulindi Adhikari, and special guest, Raju Ramadhikari, and here Vishesh Acharya also there, and yeah, very special, and today's attraction of this program, Dr. Rampai Lamishane, and all of the friends from different parts of this South Asian region, several friends, as I already told and announced, that several friends from India, several friends from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Philippines, Sri Lanka, and several parts of the South Asia Pacific regions I'm observing here. And most valuable person, I think, participant from different school and colleges here from Nepal. Several friends I'm observing here because we are working in different organizations like Hishan, Babsons as well. I'm observing several friends also. I want to, welcome you all here in this very precious program that we are having from this Zoom. Yeah, definitely education is very important and very, valuable thing for any human being, that they need to cope with every challenges and opportunities. They need to find out every opportunities from the society. Definitely COVID-19 is giving several challenges to all the educators, the learners, and to all the teachers especially. In this time, not only the challenges, we are having several potentials and probabilities and possibilities as well. So to learn to each other and to learn from especially Dr. Rampai Lamishane, who is a pioneer educationist. He worked here in Nepal also and in different part of this world, and now he's working in CPSC. So this is very nice time for us, and just 2-3 minutes I will take here. Yeah, definitely, especially in this in Nepal and in some of the parts of the developing countries of world, we are having a very big changes in terms of different technology. Rather than other technology, information and communication technology is taking our every, challenges together with possibilities. So rather than other sector, definitely in education is giving very high, very high probabilities and potentials for us. Here in Nepal, especially here in Nepal, we faced, especially this generation faced several changes. We started from the kerosene lamp, and we are here using several, sensor lights together. We started from animal transportation, and definitely we are hoping some self-electric cars in near future here in Nepal and in South Asia. And we are having, several, changes in education. We faced those teachers and those types of books, second-hand books here in Nepal, and we are having such one-touch accessibility in each and every, queries and questions here and now because of ICT. Yeah, definitely. This is very lucky generations rather than other generations that they had, experienced human life, our grandfathers and the previous generation. So this is very nice and very interesting thing. And even being an educationist, that we have to teach to those 21st century generation, and not only to teach, we have to lead the society being an educationist. That's why to find out all those problems and to face those problems and together to overcome those problems and to have those potentials and possibilities. Yes, how can we move ahead? Definitely, today we'll discuss in those matters. And here we have Dr. Ramhari Lamichhane as a pioneer educationist. I just want to give his short introduction here. Although you all knows I think several friends from different parts, I think Bangladesh, Sri Lanka already told that we know we are very big fan of Dr. Ramhari. Yeah, definitely. You all know Dr. Ramhari, although this is the formality of this program as well. So I'm going to introduce him first, and I will provide time for him. Dr. Ramhari Lamichhane, is a Nepalese citizen and the first Nepalese citizen who is leading CPSC and the 11th Director General of CPSC. He is also concurrent President of Asia Pacific Accreditation and Certification Commission, APACC. He has 31 years of experience in TVAT, starting as an instructor to becoming the CEO of Council for Technical Education and Vocational Training, CTVT, in Nepal. He served as a project manager in ADB projects. He served as a program coordinator in Swiss Development Corporation, SDC, funded projects. He was a key member in formulating the TV of Nepal in 2007 and 2012. He is a dynamic leader, certified project assessor, strategic planner, experienced project manager, TVAT institutions quality assessor, TVAT expert, business plan developer, and a seasoned manager attested by the award received such as the Verbal Gorkha Dakshin Bahu. This is a very, I think, big award of Nepal and provided by late King Virendra. Global Education Leadership Award also he secured by the World Education Congress, and he got a scholarship from Ryutaro Hashimoto Foundation, Japan, and Humphrey Fellowship from Fulbright Foundation, USA. He has presented papers in number of international conferences and meeting on TVAT. He has authored and co-authored publication on TVAT in various thematic areas like accessibility, greening, entrepreneurship, financing, equality, and image building. Dr. Lamichhane earned his PhD and MPhil in education leadership from Kathmandu University in Nepal. He has a degree in educational administration, planning, and policy from Peabody College, and it is under Vanderbilt University, Tennessee, USA. Similarly, he has a degree in Master in Business Administration from Tribhuvan University, Nepal. He completed Advanced Certificate in Hospitality Management, AQS level 4 from Regency Hotel School, TAFE, South Australia. Likewise, he had presented in several television talk shows in terms of education and in different themes, as I already announced. And we are having such person here to discuss especially online teaching and learning management. And in these circumstances today, I think in this today, definitely this session will enlighten you and will engage you in a very productive time here together. So thank you all of you. I request Dr. Lamichhane to begin his session ahead. Thank you. Thank you all of you.
Thank you, Raju RV sir, for very fascinating introduction. Once again, on behalf of Colombo Plan Staff College and myself, I would like to thank the Lions Club of Swoyambhu Town, Nepal, for organizing this event. And I have to fulfill this, responsibility because I am one of the founder member of Lions Club of Swoyambhu Town. So I'm very much delighted to contribute my knowledge and experiences through this platform. And thank you for the chair, Kulnidhi Adhikari sir, and the chief guest of today's programs, Vice District Governor, Mr. Acharya sir. I think he's not here. He is also my good friend when I worked in Pokhara that time. And I saw very high, distinguished personality today. Among the 190 participants, all are distinguished professionals in the education and Tibet sector around the globe. And I have seen very senior officials from Bangladesh, like Dr. Mohammad Sekawat Ali. He's a very high level official of government. He's a director in the Bangladesh BTEB, and he is leading Korean training system in Bangladesh. And similarly, there is a senior principal like Dr. Ajit sir here, and many big professionals from Bangladesh. Similarly, I saw very high-level professionals from Nepal also, like Professor Dr. Pushpa Sharma from Tribhuvan University. He is my good friend. We were classmates. I saw him here. I surprised. Thank you for that. And similarly, the executive director of TITI, Ms. Akim Shrestha, and directors from CTVT and all the senior, professionals, staff from CTVT and TITI, like Director Mr. Kanta Mainali, he is the curriculum director. He is also in this platform. Similarly, very senior officials from the Pakistan and Philippines, the Tibet system, some directors from the Philippines and India, and many other countries. So on behalf of Colombo Plan Staff College,
Excuse me, sir. You are muted there, please.
Okay. Thank you, RB sir and all the team. And my request is, please mute your microphone. Otherwise, the sound will be echo. So without further delay, welcoming you all, I'm going to present my presentations. Okay, today's my topic is online teaching and learning management. And this might be very fruitful in the present context of the COVID-19 for all we are involving in the education sector. So begin with one video about the evolution of ICT in education. Please watch it. Sir, sound is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sound is okay?
Sound is
Okay.
Yes, sir, राम्रो छ. It's a sound राम्रो आछ.
Okay.
Madam, namaskar.
नमस्कार हजुर नमस्कार म यहाँ मुलिन आइपुगेँ
Mask
आज म आज अब बेलुका आइपुग्छु होला
Please unmute your mic. Please unmute your mic.
होस्टले सबैलाई म्युट गरिदिए राम्रो हुन्छ होला.
Raju sir, please unmute mic of all.
Right. That will be good.
yes, sir. I'm going to do this same thing.
अरूको घरमा डिस्टर्ब भयो भने म प्रेजेन्ट गर्ने मान्छेलाई डिस्टर्ब नहुने गर्नु मिल्छ. Online education कसरी इफेक्टिभ गर्ने हुन्छ बिचारा चाहिँ सिक्यो आफूले पनि पढाउनु.
Ramhari sir. Ramhari sir, could you please make this sound, this computer sound audible, sir?
Not coming.
Yeah. Your video sound is not audible, sir.
Okay, thank you for watching this video. So we are in the education sector. That's why education, if we are talking education, what is for education? What's the problem? So education is for teach mind. We have to like a general, education should be for theoretical class. If we talk about that, this is for teach mind. Another is train hand, like when we are talking about, especially in technical education, the practical skills is very important. Similarly, touch hearts means as an education, we have to develop the attitude part of these students. That's why teach mind, touch hearts, train hand. These 3 T's are very important. Then only we can transform the lives of these students. So when we do this, like a 4th is the knowledge, skills, attitude. Like 3 T's means 1 is knowledge, another is skills, and 3rd one is attitude. If we able to impart knowledge, skills, attitude, very balanced way as per the need of the competencies in different level, then only we can do better educations. For example, in knowledge part, like basic knowledge, theories, facts and figures and information. So in relevant subjects, we have to give this type of knowledge. Similarly, in skills part, like cognitive and practical skills. So ICT belongs to now cognitive skills. This is a very important thing. And attitude is like we have to develop our students for self-motivation, integrity, and positiveness is the very important. If we produce our graduates, but most of them showed their attitude is very negative, means we are somewhere wrong in our education system. That's why positivity is very important, and responsibility and accountability, similarly commitment. So these are the component we have to develop through the attitude part. That's why when knowledge, attitude, and skills meet together in this triangle, circles, then we can able to impart the ability of a student. So when we provide educations, the ultimate aim is to make our graduates able to perform their responsibility. That's why education is combination of KSA to impart the ability. So if we talk about dynamic education system, always education system should follow the national education policy, national qualification framework, and national education strategy plan. Based on that, like inputs, labor market study, there should be a very ample research-based educations. So labor market study is very important, either technical education or general education. Based on that, we have to develop our curriculum and textbooks, teaching materials, and we have to train our human resources like our teacher. Teacher training is very important. This is a major component of the educational institution, because if your teachers are competent, then only our 50% of the quality education assures through teachers. That's why investment to teacher development is very vital to the educational institute. Similarly, other resources. When we provide this quality inputs, then we have to process, like in education system, process is teaching pedagogy, like how we deliver our educations. In vocational pedagogy is different than general education pedagogy, because in TVET, we have to teach practical part as well. That's why competency-based course. That's why in TVET, we call vocational pedagogy, but we can say teaching pedagogy. So evaluation and certification. So these comes under the education process. And when we provide very good process, then we can produce competent graduates as an output of the education system. So the outcomes of the education is like employment of our graduates, living standard of graduates and their family, and how they contribute to the social harmony. Like if we provide very quality educations like competent workforce for the labor market, definitely, the social crime will reduce, the unemployment rate will be reduced, and it will increase the social harmony. Ultimately, they will contribute for the GDP of the nations. And for all this level, like monitoring and evaluation has a very important role in the education system. So within this dynamic education system, our educational institutes should be operated. What is instructional management? So according to Eric, instructional management is events or procedures where we'll focus on a specific activity for an individual students in different forms. Like instructional management is how we perform our activities to equip KSA to our students. Means not only a group of students, in each and every students we have to care as a good teacher. So according to him, there are many management within the instructional management. We have to do many other management. For example, aspiration management means our instructional management should focus to the goals and objectives of the organizations and goals and objectives of the individual student. And prescriptive management means teachers one, like there will be a curriculum, different curriculum, but how interpret that curriculum and how to design lessons plan and pedagogy systems, that should be based on teachers' own, management. So different teachers can teach different way. That's why prescriptive management also within the instructional management, that is teachers' management. They can do by themselves. Similarly, achievement management means whenever we talk about instructional management, always we have to focus results and success of the education system or our institute or our particular programs. If we are teaching, let's say +2 or diploma in technical education or bachelor or master's, means what is the ultimate results we want. So achievement management also we have to target here. Similarly, motivation management. As in good teachers, always you have to motivate to your student to learn. Similarly, the school management has to motivate their teacher to provide quality teaching learning environment and equip KSA to the students. Similarly, enrich management means how can we improve, because everybody are not perfect. Failure is this reason of success. That's why there is a high scope of improvement always. So enrichment management means improvement management. We have to focus always in our whole dynamic education system. Similarly, maintenance management. I am talking here maintenance management means not maintenance of building and equipments. Maintain the system, which we discussed, like education system. We have to maintain that education system. Then only we can provide regular quality outputs through the education system. And support management, support to students and get support from team is very. Single individual teacher cannot do anything if their team will not support him or her. Similarly, we have to support our students. That's why in every education institute, there should be students counseling unit or student support service unit. Then only we can do support management well. So instructional management means if we perform these 7 different management very well, then only we can say we have a very quality instructional management. So instructional management system, if we talk about instructional management system plan, first we have to do plan like instructional design, lesson plan, resource plan, evaluation plan. These 4 plans are very important. And do part, like based on plan, we have to conduct classes, complete the project work, and conduct students' evaluations. That comes to do part, implementation part. And check part is teachers' evaluations. Like in every cycle, every semester, or every class, or every programs, or every the academic year, we have to do the teachers' evaluations. Teachers' evaluation can be done by peer teacher, another friend teacher, or their supervisor. Similarly, 360-degree evaluation we can introduce here means all the stakeholders, like students, also can evaluate their teachers. So in educational institute has to implement 360-degree evaluation system and course evaluations. So we can do course evaluations as well. Then resources evaluation. Do we provided adequate resources or not? That comes to check part. And act part is based on the evaluation report, compile all the feedback and suggestions, then assess all the suggestions. Maybe there might be very the good suggestion which we have to address immediately, or some suggestion can be done in the middle level plan or long-term plan, and some suggestion might be just for keep in mind. So improve for next. Based on the suggestions, feedback provided by the evaluation report, we have to improve for the next. That means act part. That's why in instructional management systems, we have to implement this PDCA cycle in a very good way. Then only we can establish very good quality instructional management system in our institute or educational organization. So what is teaching planning? So now I am going to talk about teaching planning. Teaching planning is not new thing. It is a plan or future teaching learning process. It will answer the questions of what, why, how, and when. Means what we are going to teach, why we are going to teach that things, objectives, or we can say, many way like aim of these things, and how means pedagogy part, and where means where we are going to teach. Are we teaching like this online blended learning environment, online environment, or face-to-face classroom, or laboratory, or in like on-the-job training or internship in the industry? So in our teaching planning, we have to give very clear answer about these 4 questions. Then only we can make a very good teaching plan. Similarly, like types of teaching plan based on teaching learning content. I'm not going to explain more here because all of you are very good professionals in the education sectors. Like based on the teaching learning context, number 1 is course plan, that is course of study. Unit plan is unit of courses. There might be many units within a course, and lessons plan is specific lessons within the unit. So these three plans are very important: course plan, unit plan, lesson plan. Similarly, based on time, we can say long-term plan and short-term plan. So when we are talking about teaching plan, there will be two types of plan: based on teaching learning contents and based on time. So you have to develop this. So approaches to impart, KSA in the learning process, always we have to take a very dynamic strategy. Like when we are talking about knowledge as a knowledge development process, means when we are talking about knowledge equipping part, teaching as a complex cognitive activity. So we have to teach in a very cognitive activity, complex type of cognitive activity. Give them like a project work. Give them like a very comprehensive, page, like an open book. Nowadays, no need to give a regular like a theory class in the like a blackboard and whiteboard and whatever, because we can assign them some website. We can assign them some topic, and the students will search from different resources. That is a very good way of giving the knowledge, and reflects by the teachers' beliefs and their methodologies. Like in knowledge part, teachers' beliefs and methodology is very important. So this is the approach we have to take. And as a skills equipping process, break down into duties, tasks, and steps of a complete job. So when we are equipping skills, so it means we have to break down duties, tasks, and steps. Then only we can provide, skills very competent to all students. Mastery of learning. So if we are in the Tibet sectors, it should be mastery of learning, like yes or no. We cannot say 60% learn, 30% learn, 80% learn in practical. And exposure and experience of teacher on skill environment. Another important thing is nowadays, many of our Tibet teachers, they are not experienced in the industry, but their experience or exposure in the industry is very vital in the 21st century. That's why we have to create that environment and we have to provide that opportunity for them. As a behavioral and personality construction process, like attitude part, self-awareness and teachers' personal interpretation is very important. So how teachers interpret them, how teacher demonstrate his and her, quality, responsibility, and personality, that matters. How teachers behave to the students, they will learn that things. Because sometimes, you might have experience. If we talk our these children, please do not do this, and they will say, no, my ma'am told me like this, my sir told me, my teacher told me like this, that's why I have to. Means they are more influenced than by teachers than their parents or brother and sisters. That's why teachers' behavior and personality is very important. And experiences of teacher to improve behavioral part is another strategy to equip the behavioral. That's why these three important approaches for the KSA learning in place is very important. So level of cognitive learning, I'm not going to explain more because the different stages of the learning, like a cognitive learning, like higher mental process. So this is a higher level, higher thinking, evaluations part, like they can decision level part, and understanding and applications part, like this is a middle level part, like a middle level manager or supervisor. If we produce our graduates targeting, for the basic level, for basic level knowledge part is very important. They should know the basic knowledge of that things. And in middle level, they have to perform, understand and apply that knowledge. In higher level things, they have to use their brain for the decision-making things. So these are the basic three levels of cognitive learning. So remembering, knowing, understanding or applications, then analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. See, this is a very important part of, so we have to consider what type of graduates we are producing. Then we have to focus. In higher the education level, the cognitive learning level will be higher. And supervision and monitoring, as in teachers, effective teaching and learning. So we have to develop very good supervision and monitoring system incorporating all components. develop tools with smart criteria. So for the supervision and monitoring, we have to develop smart criteria, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. That is called smart criteria. Then only you can do proper supervision and monitoring. Built-in organizational structure with clear roles and responsibilities. So when we are talking effective learning and management, that supervision and monitoring system units should be built in our educational system and manage qualified staff. We have to assign qualified staff for supervision and monitoring and conduct supervision and monitoring as per plan. Use of feedback and recommendations. So always when we get the feedbacks and recommendations, we have to apply that like an act part and report for the future improvement, further improvement. So feedback of the supervision and monitoring should apply for the further improvement. So components of teaching quality, I'm talking here, when we talk about the teaching quality, either online or face-to-face, like a teacher is the major element. That's why if you are working as a principal or managing director, owner of the educational institute, please invest for the capacity development of teacher. They are the key factor for the quality educations. So their competencies, and we have to bring their positive attitudes, their beliefs, orientation, and social background. Their social background also matter for the quality education. That's why these are the 5 important components of teachers if we are talking about teaching quality. Similarly, students. So age also very important. So based on our educational level, we have to consider the age limit. Age also matters. Similarly, background of the students. For example, if we are conducting engineering diploma programs, if their background is very poor in mathematics, they will not perform well. That's why their background, so how they grown up in their society, that is a very important. I want to share one thing, in Japan, in the agriculture university, the Japan government or university will provide first preference to the students, to the applicants who are the children of the farmer. Means farmers' children will do the agriculture work. They will not give preference to the professor's children to the agriculture, degree. That is the kind of things. That's why background is very important. And knowledge and motivational level. That is the aptitude part. And teaching and learning resources. So no need to explain much, books, handouts, ICT, because now because of this COVID, online teaching is blended learning is very important. So ICT tools and equipment, materials for practical is very important. And teaching and learning environment, like institute itself. How is the institute? When people come, our stakeholders comes to our institute, they have to say, wow. If they will, feel their many, excuses in their face, means they are not happy with the teaching and learning environment of that institute. So classrooms matters, library, industry, how we are linking with the industry, and values and culture of the organization. So we have to develop these things. Another is time frame, long-term or short-term, month, date, time of class, like, calendar, academic calendar. So when this institute will enroll students, when they will graduate, conduct the graduation ceremony, that should be well planned. Then only you will get quality students and stakeholders will believe you. Otherwise, they will not. So shifting role of a teacher. So as a teachers, please don't think only traditional teachers, like traditional teachers give more time, more efforts, and students will give less. But trainers means 50-50, trainer and trainees. And mentor or coach, very less time, very less roles of the teachers and more role of the learners. So in today's 21st century's educational system, the teachers has to shift their role from in all levels. Sometimes they have to demonstrate traditional teacher, sometimes trainer, sometimes mentor or coach. So they have to shift their role. Then only they can impart KSA 1. So online teaching, and now I'm coming in online teaching and learning, the main topic of today. Education that takes place over the internet, you know very well. Often, and it is a e-learning. Often we call it e-learning. And online teaching and learning is a types of distance learning. So online teaching is one type of distance learning, okay? So types of distance learning, correspondence course. So if we don't have internet facility, like in remote setup of Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, even in India, so we can introduce correspondence course also, like through mail. We can give assignment, student can submit through mail. At least in one village, one local government office, nowadays in at least one place there is an internet facility. Like in Nepal case, now local government are providing learning resource facility with the internet. So at least from that point they can share their mail. That is a part of thing. They can copy in their pen drive. They can go home. They can work. They can do that. Or traditional mail. That is not much functional. Similarly, tele courses like via radio or television. Like now in Bangladesh, it is very popular. Bangladesh government has introduced this program, and like a Department of Technical Education and whole the Tibet system and general education system is functioning whole day with this radio and television programs. And even in India and other countries like Thailand, Pakistan, Philippines also. And CD-ROM courses like interact with static computer content. You know this very well. And online learning. So this is an internet-based courses like this, like Zoom. And mobile learning means cellular phones, iPods, iPads, MP3 players. So we can use different apps with the mobile. So we can share the conducts. So these are the different types of distance learning we can introduce. So don't wait to the higher officials' decisions like a circular. Please, as an institute, that is the first responsibility is yours. Please implement either of these types and provide continual educations to the students. They are suffering. If you will not involve them, there might be high chances of depression. Benefits of online teaching and learning. It is a very convenient way and enhance the learning opportunities. And appropriate gray field, this is a very good for gray field means in both areas, like whatever we use. Then more interactions. Sometimes, online teaching and learning will be more interactive than face-to-face, because silent students also correspond to the teachers through the online, through the mail, through the email. That's why it is considered as more interactive. And effective documentations. If we have a very systematic online teaching learning, it will be very very effective to make a documentation for future. An innovative way, and this is a very innovative, we can reduce the cost and efficiency. Like, if we develop one time teaching and learning resources, that resources can be used by, like I mentioned, television program. From one television stations, we can deliver classes for 1,000 institutes. So this is an efficient way. One teachers, no need 1,000 teachers. Then maximize physical resources. So because of online teaching learning, we can use our available physical resources for other purpose, for the educational institute. Maybe you can develop some sports, some meeting rooms, some community things, whatever. Teachers' practice room and outreach. And it will provide very good outreach resources. So these are the direct benefits of online teaching and learning. So distance learning empowers students as active learner. Like this is a very unique thing. So distance learning will empower students as active learner. The learner as a unique individual, and relevance of the learner's background and culture. So increase responsibility of the learning to the students, not to the teacher. So here will be the teacher will be the coach and mentor, like I showed the different shifting role. So high responsibility belongs to students, and motivation for learning comes from successful completion of challenging tasks. And it will motivate because this is the innovative way and challenge the task. And instructors are facilitators. Learning is an active social process. The dynamic interaction between task, instructor, and learner, there will be a synergy effect. So distance learning empowers students as active learner because they have to do, otherwise they can't. That's why they will know different apps, they will know about ICT, they will learn how to run Zoom, how to run other apps, that things. Then why do we need to strengthen online education system through ICT? Because market response. As per the market, because the global challenge now because of COVID, there is a global challenge and market has demand, the ICT technology, online learning or blended learning. That's why we have to respond to the market. And as I already discussed, this is the efficiency and effectiveness, both we can do from the online learning, ICT, and survive in a global competition. If we are talking about global competitiveness, to survive in the global competitiveness, we have to produce competent educational graduates. If they don't know ICT system or internet things or digital technology, they cannot compete in the global market. To survive in the global market, we need online and ICT learning, okay? That's why we need this system. So manage distance learning environment in educational institute. So as I already discussed, for you, as an institute, educational institute, please plan. Develop distance learning plan, HR plan. You have, when you develop the distance learning plan, you have to develop your human resources. We have to train our respected teachers to develop, to deliver the classes in new environment. Otherwise, they can't. Procurement plan, and we have to do another type of procurement plan like technology, ICT things, internet things. We need broadband internet, and procure and install the system. That is a do part, and train human resource, operate distance learning system, and check part, monitoring and evaluation of the system, evaluate learning performance, and act part, improve the system, suggest for new technology and methods, okay? So manage distance learning environment in educational institute. Again, we talk about PDCA cycle, plan, do, check, act. This is very important for the management of the educational organization. So tips for online learning video, please watch this video.
Excuse me, Ramhari sir, Dr. Ramhari, please,
Yes, please.
could you share computer audio there? Audio is not coming of this video.
Oh, I have to check where to go here.
Yeah.
News.
Yeah, view option.
Yeah,
Please click.
video setting, right?
No, view option on the top, sir. On the top of computer, you can see there. No.
Yeah, where is that? Video? No.
On the top, you can see there one option, view option, no?
Yeah.
In this
Video,
view,
yes.
there are several options and share computer audio. There is another sub option, sir.
I couldn't see. What? Change?
On the top,
Videos?
sir.
Top, where? More? I
Yeah,
couldn't
more.
see.
Yeah.
In the more?
Yeah.
Record meeting, disable participants, hide video panel. Felix, can you help me? Hello, Felix. I couldn't find.
Yeah, on the top, I think there is one view option, and in the if you click there, then you can find several options there. One of the option is there, share computer audio.
Share
computer audio.
Where is that? I couldn't find. Felix? Okay, here audio setting, right?
Not in audio settings, sir. I think on the top, you can go on the top first.
No, I went to the top.
On the top of this screen, sir. On the top of this screen, what are the options? Please tell me, sir, once.
Mute, stop video, participants, new share, pause share, note.
And then next.
Next is remote control and more.
More, please go on more.
More, yeah, there.
There, I think you can see share computer audio.
Share computer sound, yeah. Now, okay?
Yeah. Still
think
sound,
it's
isn't it?
Is it okay, sir, now? Sir, sound is here? Hope you enjoyed this video. And these are the tips for online learning, both for teachers and students. Okay, so I'm almost in the last slides. So important questions for new online teachers to consider. So these are the questions I'm placing to you. So you have to get answer of these questions. Then only you can be an effective teacher in your classroom and other learning environment. So how can you accommodate different learning styles online? That is the number one question. Number two, how might you convert the learning activities you use in the traditional classroom to the online environment? Is it possible to use your materials as is, or will you need to rethink how your materials is presented? So you have to think about your teaching materials, because your traditional teaching materials may not be suitable for online. Please answer these questions. How part? And lecturing is the most common method of presenting content in college classrooms, schools classroom. Why is lecturing a less productive method of teaching in the online environment? That is third questions. In the virtual classroom, lectures are short and few. With this being the case, where are the students going to get the information they need to obtain the learning objectives? Number 5, are video, audio, and real-time activities a benefit in a text-based asynchronous online course? Why or why not? There are two types of online course, synchronous and asynchronous. Asynchronous means you can download other things like a video. When you give a direct online classes like this, Zoom, this is a synchronized, okay? So why or why not? You have to give the answer of this. How will you inform your students of online expectation and realities and help ensure their success? What problems can you anticipate that students might have when beginning your course? How might you smooth the way for your students? Okay, these are the 7 questions. As an effective teachers, try to get answer of these questions, then you will be able to consider the online teaching and learning environment and approaches. So way forward to address online learning, develop human resource in the context of new learning environment, because now we have a new learning environment. Because of COVID, it has challenged us, so we have to develop, there is no option. And improve internet facilities. So we have to improve our internet facilities. If not, expand access for learners to online digital application and platforms. Maximize distance learning system. So we have to maximize the distance learning systems. If we are implementing blended learning, we have to maximize distance learning. Facilitate learners on Internet of Things. IoT means Internet of Things and digital technologies. Invest more on internet and digital resources. So we have to invest more in internet and digital resources. No need to, now this is not the right time to invest in buildings and other like heavy furniture things. This is the time to invest for the internet and digital tech resources. Develop documentary or video on practical classes. So this time we can develop more video and documentary things. Develop facilities of practical classes through virtual and digital technology. So this is the way forward to address online learning. In concluding quote from Abraham Lincoln, if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. See, means when you are talking about 6 hours things, project, you have to invest 4 hours, means almost 80% time, 75% time to planning. Sharpening the axe means planning. So environment development, resource development, teacher training, pedagogy things, lot of things you have to do. Then only you can impart your class through online or blended learning approach. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. And I think this much. Sorry for long presentations. And you people, I am very much grateful for your patience. Thank you. Now,
Yeah, thank you.
can facilitate.
Thank you, Dr. Lamichane. Yeah, it was very nice and very perfect and very enlightening type of presentation that we had. It was truly, I think, very productive time for me and for all the participants here. Obviously, all of the participants could get, I think, such time, very productive time together with us. Yeah, definitely. We had some very technical problem. Lion Bisheshwar Acharya was there. I think he is not available here now. And now, definitely, we have to we have to rethink and we have to restructure our mindset. Definitely, the world software cannot adjust new type of apps in our computer and tabs also. That's why it is time to change our software of our mind together, because the community and the definition of the community is changed. There are two types of community right now. One is physical community and another is definitely digital community. And the definition of the physical community we used to tell is the group of people where people live with the same type of some characters together and having some activities. But now I think we are observing the community. Yeah, in this community also, we are here in this Zoom, and this is also a kind of community. And from different parts of the world, we are here together, having some same type of characteristics, and we are exchanging our ideas, views, and we are doing our activities here. That's why digital community is imposing in society very, I think, fastly. That's why being an education leader is very, I think, hurry to be updated to lead the community of digital technology. That's why I think whatever Dr. Ramhari sir presented here over this, I think, in very nice participating meeting, or I think this program. Obviously, we are leading, and we are doing, and we are learning, and we are even, I think, mentoring to our students through this ICT and all in all. Yeah, definitely this is time of some question answer. If some of you have some questions and queries, please, you can raise your hand digitally, then turn by turn, I will let you know to be unmuted, because we are here around 171 people. That's why it's not allowed to you unmuted yourself. That's why if you have some question or queries, you can. And moreover, I want to request you all, I already I think, wrote there in chat box, we are distributing certificate of this program as well. That's why you have to send your name and organization and country in our email. That is lcktmswoyambhutown@gmail.com. I already wrote there in chat box. You can scroll down it and you can see it. lcktmswoyambhutown@gmail.com. I already wrote there in chat box. So Dr. Syed Aziz is raising his hand. I think he wants to ask some questions. Please, Dr. Aziz, unmute. And Dr. Aziz, please unmute. I already allowed to you unmuted.
Yes. Are you hearing me? Am I audible?
Yeah, please. Yeah. Go ahead. Dr. Aziz, your sound is not clear. Could you please check your sound once and begin again your queries, please.
Yes.
Yeah, it's now audible now, please.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much for organizing very timely and very important event. And thanks to our mentor, Dr. Ramhari, for hearing a nice presentation. My question, sir, I write this question in chat box that without having a education act for dynamic education system and 3 component education policy, then qualification framework and the strategic plan for establishing and practicing a dynamic education system and as well as TVET system. But if there is no education act, how we can implement the strategic plan or we can prepare the qualification framework? And really in Bangladesh, we are facing the problem because without education act, there is no legislative power for implement anything. So that's my question to you. Am I clear, sir?
Yeah, please, Dr. Ramhari, please unmute. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Saeed Abdulaziz, for very valuable questions. And he is the very senior Tibet professional from Bangladesh, and he is a very senior principal. He is leading one big polytechnic near Nepal border. And he is a very great person. So very soon he will be a director of the department, hope. So I think your question is very valid, but for a strategic plan, we don't need Tibet Education Act. As an institute, you can develop your strategic plan. Regarding your qualification framework, I know Bangladesh has an educational qualification framework already, but not implemented well. And just last week, I talked with the your DG and secretary for another issues. I think now Bangladesh government is in the position to bring new education policy and new education act. So in that time, I think this is the right time you, like a persons like you, can give feedback to the ministry. Because your present education minister and deputy minister, they both are very, very high professional education people and dynamic leader. I know them very personally. And now they are considering in India's education policy also, because recently government of India brought new education policy. So Bangladesh will also do that, and please give them provide, if needed, Colombo Plan Staff College is always ready to facilitate some guidelines, how we have to develop. And I think for remaining things, you can do by yourself. You are the great expert for strategic plan, your institutional things, because you need resources for the online things. You can develop by yourself. That is my input, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lamichane. Now there is another hand, Kishore Sakya. Please, Kishore Sakya, sir, unmute and please put your idea here.
Thank you very much. Lamichane, namaskar. Actually, we are all suffering from this corona pandemic nowadays, and we are not in position to bring all our vocational trainees to some classroom and teach them. And we have to, for example, in Nepal, we have to produce thousands and thousands of trained manpower for our development works. In this scenario, which online training will be the best one for Nepal, like country? Which method would be the best for TVET program in Nepal? That's much. How we could implement the online teaching for our CTVT program and our technical schools here in Nepal at this junction?
Thank you, Sakya sir. And he is the very senior engineer of Nepal and very great person. And he retired from the government job. And I respect him very much. And he knows very well about the Tibet education. And he is one of the chair of the Sector Skill Council of Nepal, I think, of the construction sector, right? So I think regarding your questions in the context of Nepal, because I am from Nepal and I work there a lot. So we cannot implement totally online education system in the case of Nepal. So we have to go different distance mode. Like in some places we can implement online, some places we have to do radio, some places we have to do televisions, some places we have to go mailing things like I mentioned before, we have to give assignment or project work to the students, like considering the present COVID-19 case. Maybe we can give assignment to the students, like please read the first chapter of the book, consult with different, then you have to write the report and submit to the teachers. So different distance things we have to apply. Like in city area, we can do online. But my suggestion is, I'm surprising in Nepal, no one has initiated except some institute initiated online course, but they are waiting government decision. This is obvious, this is not good, because yesterday also education minister already told, please unmute your mic, it is disturbing. Please, who is on mute, please mute your mic. I'm not hearing. And like yesterday, Minister of Education told they will accept alternative learning methods, means online and other things. That's why each and every institute, they have to focus to complete their course, either through online or other distance mode. And I can share one very good example. If we have not developed anything, there is a TESDA online course that is available for everyone. For every country can use that. TESDA means Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. That is the Tibet Ministry of Philippines. They have online courses that can be used by any country. So we can use that type of platform also. But in Nepal case, every institute has to complete their course applying different options. So it is not time to wait the decision of ministry. Because I observed in Nepal, either in general education or in Tibet, people are not doing for last 6 months. But in this Asia Pacific country like Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar, nobody has stopped their class. They are conducting regularly, either in school education, Tibet, and higher education. So we have to do that. Otherwise, it will be a very injustice for our youth, our student. So, but we cannot think about like a traditional approach, what we did in face-to-face. This is an emergency. That's why in emergency period, we have to consider, we have to compromise something. But we have to complete our course and we have to maintain our academic calendar. Otherwise, students will suffer a lot. So if the institute conduct online program or distance learning, they can take a fee and they can provide salary to teacher. They have to conduct program. Otherwise, whole education system might be disaster. So that's why in Nepal case, sir, my suggestion is total online is not possible, because in Nepal, very remote area also there are no internet. That's why each and every institute has to develop their different distance mode. I heard now local government authority like a municipality and village development authority, they are creating some learning centers where they will provide internet and computer things. So students can come there and collect their assignment. If they are getting some assignment or project work from university or Tibet Institute, so that type of things we have to introduce. Sakesh sir, this is my input. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ram Lamichane. Yeah, I hope there are no more raised hands. That's why I think queries from friends are completed, I think so. So this is very nice time together with all those very high professional people from different parts of this Asia. So I'm very happy to be the moderator of this program. And yeah, definitely I learned several things from this session. Yeah, I'm very happy. So, and now and again also, this will be a kind of chain program that we will go through different series. Definitely, CPSC, this is our very big privilege that Dr. Ram Hari Lamishane is the member of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town. Very, I think, parenting type of, very delighted type of member, and he is Director General of the CPSC, and we are having such privilege here together. That's why we'll go in different series in future. Again, I want to request all of you, please send your name, country, and your organizations in our email that I already wrote there in chat box, LCKTM SWOYAMBHUTOWN, LCKTM Swoyambhu Town at gmail.com. Why we are requesting you to send there is obviously we will talk in future as well from there. That's why to be listed in our email, we are requesting there. And some of friends already wrote every information here in chat box also. Obviously, we will observe those information as well. But still, I am requesting, if possible, send through mail. It will be very nice to be together, I think, in the future as well. So, I request here we have a special guest and charter president of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town, Mr. Rajaram Adhikari. He is a nice, I think, educationist of Nepal, and he is working as a head of the Department of Patan campus. Yes, together, Dr. Ram Hari Lamishane still want to say something. After it, immediately, we'll have some closing remarks from Rajaram Adhikari. Please, Dr. Lamishane, please.
Okay, RB sir, I think there is a hand raised by Professor Dr. Pushparaj Sharma. Maybe he want to say something or some questions. And I have seen many friends from Sri Lanka also, that wherever the Kithsiri were also there. So Pushpa sir, if you want, do you have any questions or some inputs?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just consider the digital hand here, but yeah, definitely Professor Dr. Pushpa, yeah, was raising here hand, physical hand. Yeah, sir, please, you can unmute. I'm requesting to you unmute there, and you can keep your some queries or ideas, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, first of all, I like to thanks my friend Dr. Lamishane for the very effective presentation for the teacher and students. As we are also taking the online class in Central Department of Management, where I am working since last 30 years. And I am just reflecting our situation that out of 300 students, we are just having 200 plus, means two-third of the total students we are getting in the classroom. The situation, we know how effective we have infrastructure like electricity, internet, and our students' attitude. These all are playing the roles of the effectiveness of the online class. And according to Bloom's taxonomy, our teaching, most of the focus on lower level of Bloom's taxonomy, that is remembering, understanding, and applying. But the higher order of taxonomy, like analyzing, evaluation, and creation, are lacking most of the time. So Dr. Lamishane, would you please suggest how to make our online teaching pedagogy more effective by focusing the higher order of thinking in this process of online teaching? This is my queries. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Professor Sharma. And he is my good friend. And actually, we were classmates when we were studying MBA in Trivandrum University.
Yes,
and we work very closely in Pokhara as well.
Right.
Thank you, sir, for your presence. We are very delighted.
Yes.
having a professor from university here. I think when you are talking like how to make effective online classes for higher level cognitive learning part, I think you have to give more type of complex type of project work. Means they can develop some video, they can consult different literature, and they can have some there like a critical type like what is the context, lessons learned, and implications for futures. So that type of, if you give them complex type of project work from one sessions, maybe they will learn thousand, like 100 face-to-face classroom things. So we can do that type of project work, not only a simple like one theme paper, just 2-3 pages paper, just we can give them challenging questions. And they have to consult at least, 10 literature, get some very valid latest document of last 3 years, and some challenging tasks like what, why, and how we can replicate that knowledge, skills, attitude in our real workplace. Then I think it will enhance their decision making level skills. So this, it's up to our design part for the distance learning and online learning. So when we do develop our distance learning or online learning lessons plan development planning time, we have to think about that challenging questions to our students, and I think they will consult different approach. And for example, they can, if we are thinking, so how can be an effective decision making process happens, give the critical points with some examples, and showed us 3 videos available in internet. Means they will demonstrate that videos, means from that they will learn. So that type of way we can do, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ramhari and Professor Dr. Puspa as well for his very nice question. Yeah, we are about to complete, I think, conclude this program. And as I told earlier, our third president and a very pioneering educationist, department head of rural development in Fat and Multiple Campus, Rajaram Adhikari, to have some words, Thanksgiving words to all those participants and guests, and especially to today's speaker, and all the people. Yeah, Rajaram Adhikari, sir, please. Please unmute and you can go, sir.
Thank you, RB sir, our past president of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town, one of the dynamic leader of our club, and one of the educationists, especially principal of Rising Star Higher Secondary School and College. Okay, presiding officer, Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town, Mr. Kulidi Adhikari. Then our chief guest, actually he could not rejoin once again, Mr. Biseswar Acharya, second BTG, Lions Club International, District 325 B1 Nepal. Then today's attraction, key speaker of the program, Dr. Ramhari Lambichane, Director General CPSC, and our pride, actually founding member of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town. Then today's very much respected participants, Professor Dr. Puspa sir, then senior educationist, various principals, then founders, teachers of different school, colleges, NP media, all the participants, all the Lions members. Thank you, all of you, for your valuable participation. Actually, Lions Club contributes social service, actually to serve is its motto. And always Lions Club International focuses to the poor people, needy people. Not only that, where are the social requirements? Where is the problem? Okay, if there is a need, there is a line. Okay, such kind of slogans are there regarding lines. And now we are suffering from pandemic situation, and our education system is changing. This time we are suffering various kinds of problems, and we need certain different strategies to solve such kind of problems, to overcome such kind of problems and come out. So today we put such kind of program, we conducted such program to overcome certain problems and to produce global, such kind of program can contribute to produce global competitive products as well. Now we are facing the situation extremely difficult and like a controversy situation. And in this situation, we need motivation and support. Not only that, actually positive attitude also required to move forward. And I think this kind of program can enhance certain skills, knowledge, and certain motivation to proceed ahead. So I would like to give big thank to the presenter, Dr. Ramari Lamisane, who inspired us and provided us various kinds of techniques to overcome such kind of problem. And here is one slogan by Nelson Mandela: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Actually, education is ultimately at the center. So we have to focus to the education, and actually our country, especially the state government, is not giving much focus in this situation. Well, we are facing lots of problems as educationists who are holding different schools and colleges. Actually, we are facing different kinds of problems. Still, we are not feeling kind cooperation from government side. Still, we have to go ahead. We have to try ourselves, and we have to motivate the policy makers and let's say government itself, so that we can overcome the problem. So in this regard, today Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town organized such kind of important program. So I would like to give thanks to the president, Mr. Pulnidhi Adhikari, and entire team, and the presenter, our founding member, Dr. Ramari Lamisane. I would like to give thank from my personal side and from the side of all participants and as well as organizer. And I would like to thank to all the participants, along with this the program coordinator, Mr. R.B. Adhikari. And I would like to conclude my short thank-giving speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rajaraman sir, for your very wholehearted thankful words. That it's totally, I think, definitely inspiring us for the future. Yes, as I told before as well, this is our first program that we are conducting. Being a lion, yeah, definitely. How lions are introducing in the society is they are serving in the society, and they are working, donating or somewhere. In this way, I think lions are introducing in the society. But definitely, there are several lions who are connected in educations, and they are leading educational institutions, and they have to redefine the education. This is a very big social work and needed social work to redefine education and to re-implement this defined education now that we are initiating as a member of the Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town. Definitely we will be together for future in different series. Dr. Ramhari already, I think, suggested that we will conduct several programs, such programs by calling several experts from different parts of the world. Yeah, this is very nice message, and this is very nice, I think, initiation for all of us. So by not speaking much, by thanking you all again from my side as well, I want to request to conclude this program formally by our presiding officer, Lion Kulindya Adhikari, the president of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. Kulindya sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Arvind, sir. Namaste, all of you. Dear all, on behalf of Lions Club of Kathmandu Swoyambhu Town, I would like to thank you all for participating on bringing your expertise and experience in this program. We hope you enjoyed this program. We are happy for the opportunity to introduce our effective online teaching and learning management program. Especially, I would like to thank you, respected Sir Dr. Ramhari Lamichhane, who is Director of Colombo Plan Staff College for Technician Education. I would like to thank you, Cluster Chief Lion Rajaram Adhikari, Lions Club of International District 325 B1, 325 B1. And thank you so much, dear R.V. Adhikari, sir, who is past president and deputy department chief, district 325 B1. And also thank you for your facilitator for this program. I would like also thank Secretary Lion Subhash Vikram Rai, sir, and all Lions leaders and members and NP media for supporting this program. Thank you again, all of you, and hope to see you in future events and program. Now, I would like to say that we are at formal ending of this session on August 8, 2020. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. Now, yeah, we are leaving from this program. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very much. Yes, thank
hope
you, sir.
Hope you see you soon on another program as well. That
Yeah,
we will
of course,
have
of course.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Prakash sir. Thank you.
all.
Thank you so much for the sessions. God bless everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Arvi sir, for a wonderful session. I enjoyed a lot. Hopefully, we will see again.
Sir, this is initiation.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Arvi sir. Wonderful session.
Thank you so much.